Some Virginia lawmakers are sharing concerns over new cuts to the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA.
Yeah, they're working to preserve the agency's Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities program, which helps protect communities from natural disasters. Madison Schlegel has more on lawmaker response and how FEMA is responding as well.
A Trump administration decision to cut FEMA funds could impact projects like Lake Mead and the Lake Mead Dam in Suffolk. And now some Virginia lawmakers are stepping forward in opposition to say these cuts could impact safety standards for drinking water across the Commonwealth.
It's according to a letter written to the Department of Homeland Security by Senator Mark Warner, Senator Tim Kaine, and Representatives Bobby Scott and Jennifer McClellan. The fund for FEMA's Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities program helps communities tackle issues which threaten public safety, like drinking water safeguards or flood protections. In that joint letter, Senator Warner and others say, quote, the city of Portsmouth received a $24.21 million BRIC award for the fiscal year of 2022 to protect the community's drinking water supply by enhancing the Lake Mead Dam. The joint letter describes the cutting of those funds as shocking and unanticipated. But in a statement responding to the letter, a FEMA official says, quote, the Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities program was yet another example of a wasteful and ineffective FEMA program. Going on to say ending this program will help ensure that the grant funding aligns with the president's executive orders. We also attempted to ask Governor Glenn Youngkin at an event in Hampton this morning about his reaction to these FEMA program cuts in Virginia, but we were told by his press secretary the governor wasn't available for questions today.
Richmond was also awarded federal money to help designs at their water facility treatment center, but under the new Trump administration directive, that money will also be revoked. In Suffolk, Madison Schlegel, 13 News Now.
And this cancellation of millions in FEMA funding comes as the Virginia Department of Health released its final report on the Richmond water crisis, outlining what went wrong. In January, a power outage at the region's main water treatment plant led to thousands of residents, businesses, and schools going without running water for days, even delaying the first legislative session of the year. The VDH report called what happened completely avoidable, and the investigation found several operational and infrastructure failures contributed to the failure, including poor maintenance at the facility and ineffective emergency plans. In a statement, Governor Glenn Youngkin says moving forward, this should never happen again. VDH is now working with Richmond officials to develop a corrective action plan to prevent future outages.